How was that flight over and such where, I mean, you're sitting in a plane for X amount of hours and you really got time to think? What was going through your mind is, I'm going into harm's way. I have no idea what's going to happen, but
Yep.
I know it's in harm's way of some sort. Do you remember that? Any thought about that?
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Remember it well. That section in my 32 years of total military service, or 39 if you count 7 years of standby reserve, that year, and I only had one combat tour.
Only one.
Only one. Yeah, I mean, now our soldiers are getting multiple tours. That 1 year really stands out.
Really?
I mean, the details, a lot of details of there stand out. So when they were saying, do you have a unit that you want to go to? I said the 101st Airborne, because by that time, my younger brother was he was in Vietnam.
Mm.
He had joined the Marine Corps, and he was there in the 3rd Marine Corps Division. Our older brother was finishing up training as a Marine lieutenant. He went to Marine OCS, and he was coming over, and I said, okay, the 101st is between the 3rd Marine Division and the 1st Marine Division, so I might as well be up near where I can at least maybe see my brothers once or twice while we're all there. And that did work out. My older brother, our older brother, was in the 1st Marines, and a younger brother was in the 3rd. So I went to the 101st, and my first day there, I was, flew up to what was called Camp Eagle, which was the 101st base of operations, and I was in just a simple little wooden barracks, nothing in it except a roof and some cots, and I was the only one in there. And I had my duffel bag, and so I was sitting there kind of looking through my bag and getting things organized, and I heard this shh, boom, shh, boom. I said, well, here we go. There must be a rocket attack. We're getting attacked. And I thought, nobody's briefed me on what to do, so okay, let's just listen. And I heard the voices, and I heard someone, obviously an NCO, saying, directing traffic. So I just went to the voices and followed the instructions, and we went into a sandbag bunker. And then when the rocket attack was over, everybody was released, and back we went. So I went back and just thought, okay, here we are. And then the very next morning, Jeep came by to pick me up, and there were 3 people in it. And there was a crew chief, they were all enlisted men, the crew chief and a door gunner, I found out, were sitting in the back, the driver of the Jeep. They loaded me and my duffel bag up, and I was taken in to replace the co-pilot who had been killed that day. And the crew chief and the door gunner were on his helicopter. And the aircraft commander for that helicopter was in the hospital with, he'd taken a shot to the foot, and then it killed the co-pilot. So that was how I entered, and I'd heard during training how short the life expectancy was of a helicopter pilot in Vietnam, in combat. I listened, I accepted that and said, okay, so I'm going to die. All right, then I can be at peace with that. I'll make my peace with my Maker. Now, since I'm going to die, I don't have a wife and children at home. Don't even have a steady girlfriend. So let's see how many of these other guys we can get home who do have wives and children. And that was my focus.